Good evening, good day, good afternoon. We're actually in the middle of the night, no matter where you are in this on this pizza ply. That's a stationary device and not this. Just so you know, we had a discussion about this the other day. Anyways, there's a documentary that came out yesterday. It was really good. I'm not even going to say the words here because I'll get flagged, but it's about the flat one of these, So if you put those two words together with this, it was very interesting. But what I wanted to tell you about is the last 24 hours about hello, Fifth Element Goddess, what has happened with me. So I did have this Donald Trump portrait for auction. Somebody won it. And I want to read you what she sent me. This is later today. But first, what I wanted to tell you is what happened to me last night in my dream. And Fifth Element Goddess can attest to this. At 4:12 a.m., I text her and I said, oh my goodness, like I text the group of us, and we're called Four Swans, by the way. And I said, I just had a dream about President Trump. And I was like, it was so real. So it took me all day to do this video because I was bawling this morning when I even tried to tell Cinderella Spice all about it. So anyhow, the dream that I had at about 3:30 this morning was just amazing. So in my dream, alternate universe, there was it was like we were on a private jet or a helicopter or some craft where there was white kind of luxury looking seats, and two of them were kind of like swivels, and then there was another swivel right behind where I was sitting. There was an empty one in front of me, I was in the second one, and an empty one behind me, and then there was people, I'll just say, at the back of this craft. So in my dream, I'm sitting there and I'm looking out the window, and all of a sudden there's this guy right in front of me, and I was like, holy crap. I go, it's actually you. But what happened was so amazing because he started out looking like he does now, but then he transgressed age all the way down to, like, I'd say mid-20s, early 30, tops. His eyebrows were even brownish, darker color, and I could see that. And his eyes were actually glowing blue. And his hair was like not like it is now. It was just the most, and he was all fit. I actually was like, it was so angelic, I started to cry. And I said, holy crap, it's really you. Like this. And he gives me a laugh, like like, as if, isn't this game awesome? Like, isn't this just amazing how everything works? And it was kind of like this transfer of information, like everything was going to be okay. I felt like I'm welling up even just thinking about it. And everything's going to be okay. Like that literally it made me feel so safe and almost comical. And because that's probably the first time, no offense, Mr. President Trump there, but I didn't really find you really sexy until I had that dream. And I was like, wow, yeah, you're pretty good looking in my dream. It was funny because I don't feel like that. I just have very innocent feelings towards him. But it was funny because it was like all the emotions were there and present, whether it was masculine, feminine, whatever. It was just so amazing. And then he got up and he went and sat behind me, and he had his back towards me, and I could still feel the energy. And I was just sitting there and I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. And he was talking to the big crowd of people. So this is what I woke up to this morning while I text the group and told them about the dream. And then I text the portrait winner of the portrait. And the portrait winner, this is why it's very like, I'll just say this is how it was meant to be. So there was 2 bids, and the second person outbid obviously the first one. But I'm going to read just hopefully a bit of what was written. I've got to get my glasses, of course. Okay, there's a mission we need to do, and this portrait might be the vehicle to do it with. So thank you to this. She wants to remain anonymous so far. So I was going to call it her Manifestation Mary. That's your name. It's not even close to your name. So Manifestation Mary. As you may even know, the people that you know need hope right now. They need to see how magical humans are and how our intentions and feelings create our reality. I don't want to read you that. She goes, I would like to give people hope and show them their own magic. Would like to suggest that I keep the portrait here, and she'll come and pick it up in Calgary once we've made this happen. And she has a relative that lives here in Calgary. So in one of my videos, actually many of my videos, I have mentioned that in my heart, I know I'll be interviewing President Trump one day. Well, this is what I propose, she says. You keep the portrait hanging exactly where it is under the map for everyone to see. We include everyone's energy to make this happen, and the ones who want to visualize it happening, and it will magically happen. When you get to interview the man, people will believe how magical they really are and realize that they all had a part in making this miracle happen. Being realistic, interviewing him isn't impossible, but will be quite challenging, and who knows how long this will take. Once you've interviewed him, then you could reveal who she is possibly and take a picture or whatever, and I'm more than happy to do that. So I think it is going to be absolutely amazing, and thank you to Manifestation Mary. I'm happy to do that, and I want everybody to put your thoughts and things manifestation for the best is yet to come, and this beautiful transition, and we're all part of this amazing healing team. Actually, that's how I look at everybody in this vibration. So many thanks and blessings to Manifestation Mary for putting the feet to the fire. Now it also brings me to, I went to the printers today, and to get some, I'll show you my next portraits just to make y'all happy. So whoopsie, it's right behind me, of course. Smackers. So I got some new things printed, but they didn't have any color paper, so I had to get them printed on black and white, which is really unusual for me. So this is the next, I'm not doing this one super right away, but this is the next one of President Trump I'll be doing, and I already got that one started. Oh, there, I might not forget, but you got to see these lovely portraits. Thank you, Linda. Thank you. Yes, I know that this guy is sent by GOD. There's no doubt about it. So there's this picture I'm going to draw. Let's just put them closer together. See? There's that. And then there's this. Yazzers. Okay. Then there's this. Isn't that a beautiful picture of Diana? Love it. It's my favorite picture I've ever seen of her, to be honest. And then, he printed this one too big, and I'm like, dude, I'll just take it home. It's life size almost. Actually, I hope his head's not that, well, maybe. Yeah, that's pretty much life size. Actually, that's a life size. I won't kiss you because that's all creepy. I'm not a stalker. But thanks to Old and Smoky Spice for sending me these pictures, because I'm probably going to draw this one too. That might just be in my collection. So while I was getting these pictures printed, a lady walks in, And I've been in this shop before without the face covering, but this lady walks in, she's got the full on face covering, and she says, she goes, "Oh, well, who are those pictures of?" And she didn't know who JFK Jr. was. And I was like, because she's probably 60 something. And I'm like, "It's JFK Jr." She's like, oh, yeah. And she goes, "Well, those are nice pictures." And I said, "Yeah, I've actually tapped into a real good market of people who love Trump." And because I knew what that was going to bring to this Canadian Karen. "Well, who would want a picture of him?" She says. And I said, "Actually, you know what? I'm not going to lie. I had to eat a big, huge shit sandwich about TRUMP about last year sometime, early on in the year, when I learned what was going on. And a very good friend said to me, like, why would he have passed all these executive orders when he got into office? Why weren't they already a law before?" And then when you go and research his executive orders and find out it's like Clean Oceans Act, acts to end human trafficking, things to take away funds from those people, drug cartels, blah, 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 blah. I was like, wow, he's totally not what we've been programmed to believe. And so I said it to her. She's like, "Really?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Actually, I had to eat a whole bunch of humble pie, and I hope a whole bunch of people are going to do their own research and eat their own humble pie when it comes to that." So she was just like, that's like, you could tell she had no response to that at all. None. Zero. The other thing that was happy early this morning, I decided I was going to make a teeny weeny little minimum investment. I've never done this before. So I invested with my son. I said, "Hey, if I send you some cash, can you invest it in something?" And he's like, "Yeah." So he did that. And then it got into this conversation about currency and gold back versus, and crypto and all this stuff. And I was saying, I told him before that I didn't like Bitcoin. And he sends me this freaking link. And anybody who's super awake in Canada will know this, why I think this is funny. He sends me this link on this stock crap, and it's got something with Frank Giustra. And I'm like, whoa, ew, I'm not even watching that, dude. Like, I just clicked on the YouTube and then clicked right off of it. I'm like, ugh. I felt like I had to have a shower just seeing that name. And I go, I'm not watching that video. It's got shit with that guy in it. And I said, he goes, "Yeah, I don't like that guy." And I said, "That guy is a criminal." I said, "He has ripped off all of Alberta's pretty much uranium, sold it down the river. He's been in cahoots with Turdo and Harper, and they've ripped off Canada. Like, I've made it all about money and politics and what they've taken away from the people." And he was like, "Yeah." And I said, "Oh yeah, not to mention he's the founder of the Boys Club in Vancouver, and he's a pedo." And he's like, "Gross." So it was like awesome. Like, it was a good little chat. So we got on a chat about how Bitcoin, to me, well, to a lot of people, is for the CABAL, and it supports a whole bunch of nefarious activities, and you shouldn't have anything to do with it. If you own it, to me, get rid of it. It has dark energy attached to it, and it will probably go bye-bye. So me being the high rolling Wall Street meets Trailer Park Boys, I bet one of my coins, just one, that crap, the BTC, would tank in 6 months. He goes, "Well, it's already," I'm like, "No, to the point where it won't exist anymore. That's just my opinion." He goes, "You're on." So my son and I, the one who got all snippety with me last week or the week before about, and now I think they're really seeing that, wow, maybe there's some elements of maybe what my crazy ass mother was saying might be true. So anyhow, but yeah, it's just super interesting. So the other thing I wanted to say is last night when I was talking to, her last night, my this morning, was it no, it was last night, my last night. I did a card reading with her on the phone with Fifth Element Goddess. We were having a signal chat. And I was sitting there and I was shuffling the cards. And you never guess what 3 cards popped up. The bee, the cow, and the swan. You got it. The bee, the cow, and the swan. You heard me. So let's see what we have tonight. And the swan is all about transformation. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Something's like whipping out here. And oh, it's just 15. Yay. Yes, can't wait to see my next painting. Oh, thank you. Yes, the tattoo is very relevant. Oh, I do know that tattoo. Speaking of tattoos, did anyone see Trudeau getting his pretend jab today? I think it was today. What a clown. And it showed his very, to me, like, I don't know, but I'm going to have to look up at his heritage, but I'm pretty sure I would be, like, offended if I was some people, because his tattoos are kind of gross. Well, they're just disgusting anyways, but he's just disgusting. Okay, so I'm getting, oh, this card just wants to be popping out here. Come on, little one. You can get out. You can get out. So I have 3 cards. So let's see. Love for everyone. Okay. Was me transporting into your, okay, my dream last night was me transporting into your apartment, scared the shit out of you. Hey, I've had that dream many times, okay? You watch it, Linda. I have a dream where people just like unzip the air and come into my apartment. Hey, how's it going? If my apartment was clean, I'd show y'all what it looks like, but it's not clean right now. Well, not my clean anyways. And yeah, I was just scrubbing toilets. So, oh, I love it. The deer, number 22. I saw a deer today, not with my own eyes, but it made me think of like this. Ooh, I love it. The dragon, which is 24. It's the 23rd today. So if there's a 23 here, I'm going to crack up. Ooh, and protection, which is 38. I should put my glasses back on. So here we go. This is very interesting. Dragon is about power and strength. Well, it's kind of like they're contrary cards, but power and strength, gentleness, and diplomacy. But you can be powerful and diplomatic all at the same time. I try and do it all the time when I tell people off in a nice way. And protection is very important. Oh, you have a baby deer in your front turnout pasture. Nice. Love it. Okay, so the deer. Let's get on with this. So the deer, when the deer appears, it's a reminder for you to step gently on the path, for you're walking into a time when gentle movements and diplomacy are required. The deer's strength is in this quality. Make it your own and know that your steps are successfully assured. It is important that you be gentle with yourself as well. Yes, please. Like everybody who's out there feeling sickness or whatever, stay home, take care of yourself. Literally, stay home, take care of yourself, drink lots of water, all of that. For you may be heading into a period where you're unsure of your footing or just coming out of a difficult situation. Blend your personal energy with the deer's energy of gentleness and diplomacy. Walk softly and the way forward will be smooth. And remember, never mistake gentleness for weakness in yourself or others. And the dragon comes to offer you its power and strength to protect and fortify you on this leg of your journey. The dragon symbolizes true power and reminds you that this infinite source is not found within your personality or ego. True power resides deep within your soul. So call on the dragon's spiritual power and strength, and you'll find a vast resource to strengthen your resolve. Through morality, integrity, and purpose. If you're struggling with these issues, the dragon will restore them to you. Remember that the power of the spiritual world can never be broken, and the true strength is found within, not in the outside world. Never mistake a gentleman for a weak one. You just heard it twice there. Never mistake gentleness for weakness. So watch for a signal. The dragon always makes the step clear and gives you the power to take it. Oh, wow, that's powerful. I love it. And protection. This marker reminds you to protect yourself and be wary of hidden agendas. Are you being too open? Perhaps you don't realize it, but you may find you're a target for others, especially if you're shining brightly. This isn't a time to dim your light. You got it? No dimming, people. Rather, remember that a spiritual warrior or priestess would always learn how to camouflage him or herself and be armed against potential attack. This is about the right use of power rather than the use of force, the former coming from a place of highly calibrated integrity, the latter from a lower base of destructive energy. Remember to walk the higher ground, but wear a cloak for protection. Ask your guides and angels to protect you, for they will always come if they are asked. And be moderate in all you do. This isn't the place to take risks. This marker also lets you know that the subject of your inquiry cannot in any way hurt you as long as you ask for protection. The divine will give it. There you are. Yes, Dragon Reserves. I love it. So the deer we're crossing my path tonight wouldn't move across me. It made me wait. Oh, I love it. Hi guys from New Jersey. Hello. So I really find it like really fascinating how it's basically they're kind of like a gentle deer and then the powerful dragon, but they're both telling you the same thing. Don't mistake weakness, like, you know, like don't mistake who you are actually right now. And that with protection is keep shining your light bright. Don't let people throw you off your track. Period. End of story. We're going to keep manifesting all of this stuff to come to light. And we're going to manifest. I was thinking, you guys, what do you think about this? I was thinking, you know, what my potential questions would be. As manifestation, Mary told me to manifest some questions. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm kind of like a go with the flow kind of interviewer. So it would be really depending on the circumstances of how I got to interview him. But if I was allowed to invite him onto my show, like to do like a coffee chat with me or Easy Bake Oven, I would totally ask him to do Trump dancing with me. And I would totally ask him to make tinfoil hats with me. Those are two things I think are mandatory to be on the Raven Moonstone show. Just a thought. What do you guys think? I think it would be awesome. So, because you know, we're just all getting along and having a little merry little way, you know. I think that would be hysterical. You know, Cinderella Spice said, she goes, yeah, I could just picture you and Trump sitting there smoking doobies. And I'm like, I don't think he drinks or smokes, so I don't think that'll be happening, but I would be. Like, so you want some? I'd keep offering, and he'd be like, no. Like, no, thanks. I'm just imagining that part now. Probably got people around him with fire extinguishers. I said no smoking around the president. Kidding. Anyways, I wish everybody light and love. It's Friday night here. I'm very excited, and I'm going to try and end this at 23:23 just to be a brat because it's the 23rd today. And yeah, believe in yourself and get your meditations in, and don't forget to send good vibrations and healing to the rest of the universe.